Hi, I'm Mike Schreiner, MPP for Guelph and leader of the Ontario Green Party. And I just want to say thank you for inviting me to join the Resilient Food Systems Conference. I want to say how much I value the work you're doing. As someone who grew up on a farm and has spent my entire life working to build resilient, sustainable local food systems, your work is so important, and that's why I'm just so sorry I can't be with you in person today. Certainly happy to leave Queen's Park on a normal day, but today's the fall economic statement, so I really need to be there. I want to say at this particular moment in time, when our economy and sovereignty is under threat, we need to come together across party lines, jurisdictional and sectoral lines to defend our food sovereignty, our farmland, and our agri-food system. The food and farming sector in this province contributes over $52 billion to Ontario's economy. It employs over 875,000 people, 1 in 9 jobs in the province. We have 49,000 farms across Ontario that grow over 200 different crops. And all that is under threat because Ontario is losing 319 acres of farmland each and every day. That's the equivalent of 9 family farms every week. That's why I've teamed up with independent MPP Bobby Ann Brady to bring forward Bill 21, Protect Our Food Act, that would have a farmer-led committee to develop a strong farmland protection plan by developing a food belt for the province of Ontario. And I just want to say how much I appreciate the support we're receiving for this bill from all the major farm organizations. A number of municipal councils are passing resolutions in support of it, and just people across the political spectrum are saying how important it is to protect our farmland. At the same time, we also need to ensure that if we're going to protect farmland, that we create the conditions for our family farms to be viable and profitable. And that's why I want to work with you to build resilient local supply chains and ensure that we advocate to Queen's Park for investments in strengthening local supply chains, investing in things like food processing, farm and retail and wholesale farm-based markets, better and stronger supply chains, making sure that we invest in the research and innovation we need so that our farmers are at the cutting edge of technological changes, that we invest in things like paying farmers for environmental goods and services and other ways in which we build resilient food systems, especially in the face of the climate crisis. And this is critically important at this particular moment when we're seeing threats to our food supply, the increasing frequency and severity of climate-fueled droughts and floods, conflicts in major food-growing regions, and supply disruptions due to changes in global trade. All of that means we need to strengthen our food system in Ontario. Right now, about 54% of the food that we consume in Ontario is grown and processed right here in Ontario. I think we can increase that number, and at the same time, it's going to be critically important for us to have the resilient food system we need to help feed people in other parts of the world who don't have the farmland, growing conditions, and fantastic farmers that we have here in Ontario. So I just want to say how thankful I am that all of you are coming together today to talk about building resilient local food systems, because that's critically important now more than ever. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I'm looking forward to meeting with you soon in person and working with you and for you at Queen's Park.